You're watching Channel 63 WMBC TV, Newton, New Jersey.
Good evening, I'm Nicole Greco. Thanks for joining us tonight. The number of Taco Bell food contamination cases on Long Island is now up to 12. And Suffolk County Health Department said today that a lab report identifies green onions as the likely source of E. coli. Now, that E. coli outbreak is linked to Taco Bell restaurants in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Today, the investigation centers around a Taco Bell distributor in Burlington County, New Jersey. Now, that distributor supplies produce to the area restaurants. 9 people remain hospitalized in New York and New Jersey, including an 11-year-old boy in stable condition with kidney damage. So what happens if you suspect you're suffering from E. coli and you're experiencing the symptoms? In this piece, Matt Fitzpatrick takes a closer look at how doctors treat E. coli patients.
The latest information from the Centers for Disease Control indicates that the danger of infection from this latest E. coli outbreak may have passed in New Jersey. Nevertheless, emergency rooms throughout the tri-state are on alert and ready to handle whatever and whoever comes through these doors.
Most of the cases that they have, those people were exposed earlier, and usually if you do have that illness, it lasts in your system anywhere from 5 to 10 days. So it should have run its course by now, and I know the local restaurants have taken precautions to make sure that they've gotten rid of any food that may be tainted.
And when you think you have symptoms of E. coli, this is where you go, the emergency room. And according to Dr. Clarke, he says treatment is rather simple.
Treatment is basically symptomatic. We don't give antibiotics for this because it's not the bacteria itself, it's a poison that the bacteria produces. And they find that if you give antibiotics, you actually cut out some of the natural bacteria that's in your system, so that may make that bacteria hang around longer. So it's just symptomatic. IV fluids, if someone's getting dehydrated, if they have severe diarrhea, if it's a mild case, they can be treated as an outpatient by just having them taking fluids at home.
Now, the fast food chain hasn't put the brakes on all its sites. In fact, the company reopened restaurants in Long Island linked to the E. coli outbreak, but closed 9 others in suburban Philadelphia after health officials reported an E. coli outbreak that sickened 4 people there. 2 of the New Jersey restaurants implicated were inspected and remained open. The 3rd in South Plainfield remains closed this evening. Pennsylvania officials were working to determine if the outbreak there was linked to the New York and New Jersey cases.
If you're eating out or if you're cooking food yourself, make sure it's completely cooked. If you go to a fast food restaurant, you get a hamburger. If the hamburger's not cooked all the way through, send it back and have them give you another one, and not just replace the patty. Get rid of the bread, the lettuce, tomatoes, whatever's on there, and just have them give you a whole new setup.
And if you remember, earlier this year, 3 people died and more than 200 fell ill from an E. coli outbreak that was traced to packaged spinach grown in California. The situation in the tri-state is far less severe. Nevertheless, the Middlesex County Public Health Department has issued a health alert and offers E. coli tips, signs, and symptoms online at their website. Reporting from the Raritan Bay Medical Center in Perth Amboy, I'm Matt Fitzpatrick, WMBC News.
This is News 12 New Jersey, as local news gets.
The fact that we've had no new outbreaks is a sign to me that perhaps we don't have ongoing contamination. But if it turns out that there are contaminated food products that come out of the distribution center, we're going to have more to say about that.
State investigators get some unexpected evidence that could help them track down the source of New Jersey's E. coli outbreak. Thank you very much for joining us this Wednesday evening. I'm Della Cruz. It turns out one of the Taco Bell customers who got sick saved some of that food. Now it's being tested. That's one of several new developments in our top story. News 12 New Jersey's John Bathke is live in South Plainfield this evening. The outbreak started at the Taco Bell on Stelton Road there, John.
And Della, there was some word today that this Taco Bell would reopen today, but that has not happened. The Stelton Road Taco Bell is still shut down. A number of employees have been coming and going, I believe they're employees, going into the restaurant, but no customers are allowed in. Meantime, Taco Bell announced today that it is pulling green onions from all 5,800 of its restaurants nationwide. Some preliminary tests show that green onions may be the source of this outbreak. Customers could get food at the drive-thru of this Taco Bell in Milltown, but not the dining room. It was closed for cleaning, which is what the New Jersey Health Department is asking all Taco Bells in the state to do: sanitize the restaurants after an E. coli outbreak sickened dozens in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. It appears that produce and not meat is the source. All of the Taco Bells involved in this outbreak got their packaged produce from the same place, the McLean Company in Texas. McLean has this distribution center here in Burlington Township. The company turned us down for an on-camera interview about how their food is handled and shipped. Investigators have asked for food from this warehouse for testing, including green onions, other onions, cilantro, tomatoes, and lettuce. Dr. Dane Clarke of Raritan Bay Medical Center says it's crucial that the restaurants be thoroughly cleaned.
If the countertops are contaminated, if employees who may be exposed to it, if they may have diarrhea and they don't wash their hands properly, that can be also spread it.
And now, late word tonight that another Taco Bell in New Jersey has been shut down. This, the Taco Bell on Route 22 in Union, shut down a short time ago, we're told, because there was a case of E. coli in the township. We do not know, however, if that person ate at that particular Taco Bell. Some other developments to tell you about now. The state health department also asking today that all food workers at Taco Bell be tested for E. coli, and if they have this particular strain of E. coli, they cannot return to work until it is out of their system. Also today, from the health department, they are telling workers at Taco Bell have got to get better training in handling food and in hygiene. Back to you.
News 12 New Jersey's John Backey live in South Plainfield this evening. Thank you, John.